Hi there, I'm going to look at a really old book. It's called Weegee's People. Sorry, it's protected by a cover. It's a very old book, so as you can see, I like Weegee's work. I just filmed a video by William Klein, who also did, very high contrast photography. Anyway, Weegee is a very interesting guy. It seems that this one was published in 1975, but copyright 1946. So this guy would have been taking photos in the mid 40s, I believe. That's amazing. Wow. This is by the author of Naked City. Copyright 1946. Weegee is a very interesting character. He went around capturing like all the nightlife, not the nightlife, but all the kind of like crime scenes. And it says here, I'm often asked what kind of candid camera I use. There really is no such thing. It's a photographer who must be candid. I took all my photographs in this book with a 4x5 speed graphic camera using Eastman Super Prenko Press Type B film. Midget-sized bulb, the exposure 1/200th part of a second, stop down to f/16. I think he's really good at framing. And again, this book is quite interesting. It's kind of rough paper. It's a matte finish. This is also another one that I have for sale, but I kind of love it, to be honest with you. I don't know. After I film this video and I finally manage to have a look at it, or maybe I'll end up taking it down. Blowing soap bubbles is fun too. Okay. Can you imagine this guy Weegee walking around with his camera and this huge flash bulb? I mean, surely these guys must have looked after he took the photo and thought, what the hell? I mean, this is well and truly photos of like a bygone era. It says lost and found department. The guy's holding a huge pair of underwear. Kind of looks like Ginsberg. It's not him, but it looks like him. I think that's a photo on the cover. It says a walking department store. The walking department store. This is a house fire, and then here it says everyone was saved, including the wooden horse. Sorry guys, this is kind of it's not a huge book, and I'm trying not to put the shadows on the page. Hopefully I'm not covering the actual photos with my hands. Heartbreak pillow. To prevent pent-up emotions from exploding, a sympathetic pillow to receive your tears. Non-absorbent covering permits generous outpouring. Occasional indulgence is beneficial. That's kind of funny. I found this book in a book sale. If you ever come to Japan, there's a town called Jimbocho, which is one of my favorite places. Actually, I took my birthday off just to hang around Jimbocho for the day. I ended up coming home with just a few books, not many. But from time to time, you can find some pretty interesting old books in English. But most of the books, the majority, I think 95%, are in Japanese. I guess these are photos taken in the cinema. He did take lots of photos of kids. Maybe he wasn't scared the kids would punch him. Cello player rehearsing. This is quite different to his other book called Naked City. Naked City has a lot more violence. It's a lot more photos of crime scenes. This book, I guess, looks more like it's about the social scene in New York, which is also interesting. I think I prefer his crime scenes. They're very gritty, but he does manage to capture a lot of interesting photos. It says here, Julius's, the oldest bar in the village at 10th Street and Waverly Place. Rendezvous of artists and writers. Even the musicians from Nick's across the way drop in here for a fast one. Joe, the bartender, answers your phone calls, solves life's complicated problems, and even cashes your checks, provided they're okayed by Packy, the manager. Wow. That's a great photo. That's a great photo. Wow, this is original receipt for the person who bought this book. It says 1975. Weegee's People. Ah, didn't expect that to find that there. As is usually the case, I buy a lot of books and then I don't have time to look at them. So by filming these videos, it gives me a chance to spend time with each book. Anyway, it says here Weegee was born 1899 and lived through to 1968. If you like this book, track down a book called Naked People. It can't be called Naked People. Naked City. Anyway, sorry about my ramblings as usual. Hope you have a great day.